Catastrophic devastation can't be fixed by a single person or group. It takes everyone. And here in Bakersville, that community spirit is shining. One business, shattered by floodwaters, is literally building a new road forward.
When I first got back here on Friday, I had to swim to get the trucks out.
Aaron Young's family business took on a tremendous amount of water.
This was the propane showroom.
Normally this place is full.
Now,
It's in that pile right there.
no time to dwell on that.
We can take this truck.
He's got work to do
I had to swim to get it.
because the damage
That was the one truck I was not able to get out. But right over here's that tanker truck. It floated up and floated right through the building there.
stretches all the way up Crimson Laurel Way.
If you want to know what we've been dealing with and the mess that we're dealing with, just take a shot of that.
Young is in the business of propane and fuel oil sales. Right now, they're delivering hundreds of gallons of gasoline
We're all in this together. We're all one family.
to keep generators on for emergency crews.
Dad had some great friends from Napanee, Indiana that came down and have been helping us muck out all of the parts store.
Cameron Sevi doesn't know Aaron Young from Adam,
I just got a phone call and they said we're going, and I'm like, I'll go.
but he's helping to rebuild his town.
It's just like, hey, it's good people, we're good people, let's get together and get some stuff done.
And what's a town without a road?
My employees that can work equipment are rebuilding roads.
I'm gonna tell you something, I love them folks too, and I love working for them.
Meet Ronnie Bozeman.
Road was just deep in mud. So I just started pushing, and we realized we had a good little bit of river rock here and a good little bit of base like you're standing on right there, the rock. And that's what roads are built on.
A section of Crimson Laurel Way washed away. Bozeman and company are putting it back together.
But you kind of got to flatten it out and get on grade. This is your grade. And then what you do, you just sort of kind of dump here, dump there, and just start giving it a slight rise.
That's how Bakersville rebuilds.
That's what made this nation great. It's people helping people and everybody pulling together. When your crop's wiped out or your barn burned down, everybody jumped in help, bro.
In Bakersville, Justin Berger, News 13.
All my bikes were fairly rare.
On a roadway lined with memories,
It was beautiful. It was all complete. I was redoing the motor.
we meet Dave Keister.
It's going to be months until I even find what might be left under here.
This is all that remains
It was the old general store from the late 1950s.
of his two-story home.
And
History
so it was a really kind of an iconic little place.
washed away.
That's the second floor.
Keister says the water began crossing the road around 6 a.m. the morning Helene ripped through the mountains.
By noon, we'd just barely escaped the house and watched the house float away in a complete unit, the whole entire upstairs. It's kind of surreal.
A search and rescue veteran, Keister made a climb
That's a 1973 Honda 450,
for his life, attempting to get to his car downriver.
and it was a sketchy hike. It was only 100 yards, but it seemed like it just took forever.
He made it, but that was just the beginning.
I was stuck in my car between floodwaters and windstorm debris flying through the air, so we just kind of huddled in the car, me and my two border collies, and just waiting to see if we were going to see the next day or not.
Minutes turned into hours,
I didn't lose hope, but I knew there was a good chance I might not make it out.
half a day passed.
Water just came up and touched the back of the car, and then it finally started to recede.
His engine didn't flood, so on three wheels, literally, Keister and his two dogs, Willens and Biza, made it to the nearest fire department.
So if I didn't have my brother and I didn't have family and friends in my community supporting me, or if I lost my dogs, I would be a total wreck.
More than a week and a half later,
At least I'm here to, do what I can for my brother,
Dave calls it surgical archaeology,
Hand pinstriped in 1970.
going through the wreckage with his
Down
brother
me,
Tom.
Told him, I said, well, I hate to tell you it like this, but I reckon God wants you to have better stuff. What else can you say?
But none of it, including the bits and pieces that are left of his 25 bike collection, matters to Dave.
Stuff doesn't matter. It's the people that matter. And I got out. I'm good. A lot of people didn't make it out. A lot of my friends didn't make it out. I can't do anything about that. But I can keep going and stay as strong as I can for them and their families. And we keep our communities strong.
Matthew Rogers bought his Flat Rock home more than 30 years ago. And you named it
the Cabin of Hope, because one thing that strikes me about that line is what comes from Shawshank Redemption, the line, hope. Hope is a good thing, maybe the only thing, and no good thing ever dies.
Helene cut him off from his Cabin of Hope for more than 5 months, washing away this bridge on Big Hungry Road.
They'd walk to a footbridge, they'd climb up where the bridge was, and then someone would pick them up and drive 4 miles. So we just chose to stay in town.
He and his wife Rosie lived in the basement of their downtown Hendersonville restaurant for 2 months.
I was never late to work.
Later, moving into a friend's apartment until the bridge reopened recently. Days later, Polk County caught fire. They were told not to return. Monday.
And I woke up and went on Facebook because I'd been following the story, how close. And I woke my wife up and I said, that's our house. There's our lake. The dock is still there, but the house it's gone. And then our fireman friend, Phil, called me and said, hey, buddy, I'm sorry.
This is all that remains of the Cabin of Hope, a still smoking reminder of memories spanning generations reduced to rubble.
You know, the first thing that you'd wish you had is time, half an hour to get pictures of, and your scrapbooks of your grandparents that they were sent down to you, your family history, which I had, to pass on to the next generation. But
it sounds like it's not about the actual walls, it's about what's in them.
We know it's stuff. Well, it's the pictures.
The memories.
The memories.
The Rogers' home is in an evacuation zone. They have not returned.
We will survive because you're talking to me today. A goal now without a plan is just a wish. So I don't wish that it'll be rebuilt. I'll plan it.
Justin Berger, News 13. This is Mark Anthony Smith, a licensed doctor in Jacksonville, Florida. He's charged with multiple crimes, including felony larceny and breaking and entering.
It appears that they were all things that are being passed out to families in need, camping stoves, Mr. Buddy heaters, propane tanks, generators, those were recovered.
Buncombe County Sheriff's deputies recovered more than $12,000 in stolen donations from Hearts Hurt, an Ohio nonprofit on the ground in Swannanoa. Smith is said to have stolen more than $2,000 in personal items belonging to the owner-operator of Hearts Hurt from his tent.
Yeah, he goes by Cowboy Dave. That's what he goes by.
Boom. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
This is Cowboy Dave.
Hear that? Sorry, but that's what I'm here for, right there.
Standing on the roadside, asking people if they just want to stop and talk. He has 25 years experience in disaster relief.
Thank you.
He calls Smith a rip-off guy.
In came a person who pretended to be a volunteer. They're trusted. It's gonna get to those folks on tents, right there. And he's stealing it. And I think he's helping us unload.
It got even odder as we kind of went into the investigation. There was a video of him being interviewed by a local news media outlet down in Jacksonville, Florida.
This is also Mark Smith, several weeks before his Halloween arrest.
I haven't slept in a bed in 2 weeks. My bed's my truck.
It appears to be the same U-Haul he was using to steal items up here.
And he brought things new. He's like, I'd like to donate these to help. And then when he left the next morning, he says, I'm gonna be going to the mountain people. I need some things to take to them, sleeping bags, tents, and so forth. So I gave him a lot.
And instead of actually taking the load there, he would take it and he would pawn it and make money off of it.
The Missouri pullover he's wearing during his interview.
Disasters like this show you how great America is.
Resting inside the impounded vehicle. Smith is being held on a $60,000 bond in the Buncombe County Detention Center. Cowboy Dave, thankful for the Sheriff's Department's help.
You're gonna make it. You're doing good. I'd be real proud to have them looking over my heartbroken community right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Justin Berger, News 13.